Hey, what's going on, guys? Adam here. In today's video, I want to teach you how to bust through a strength plateau in the gym. I was talking to a guy at the gym the other day who was telling me how he had asked me to spot him on flat bench press, and so I go over there, I help him, and he doesn't get his doesn't get the reps that he was going for or whatever, and so I start asking him some questions. He basically said he's been using the same weight, just struggling to gain any more strength on flat bench for the last several weeks. And so I kind of asked him, like, have you tried switching up the exercise or anything else like that? And he basically said, no, I've only focused on flat benching and just trying to get stronger on flat bench. And so just weeks on end had been trying to get stronger on just that one exercise, but he had basically he had plateaued on his strength. He wasn't able to gain any more strength, and so he was just basically trying to push through, trying to grind them out. I mean, his reps, even when I spotted him, he's just grinding these reps out. And apparently he's been doing this for a few weeks, several weeks or whatever. And so it got me thinking. I hit plateaus too. Everybody does. If you're watching this, it's probably because you've hit some sort of plateau in the gym and you're wondering, man, how can I bust through that? How can I break through, plateauing on my bench press or overhead press or whatever it is, weighted pull-ups, whatever. And so in today's video, that's what I want to talk about. Basically, when you hit a strength plateau, it's important for you to know that your body is giving you a signal. It's signaling to you that your body's burned out on the exercise. It's time to switch things up. It's time to mix it up. On the opposite end of the spectrum, sometimes in order to avoid any sort of plateaus in the gym, guys will just try to mix things up way too often. Some people will even switch up their routines like every single week, change exercises every single week, thinking that this is how they're going to avoid hitting any sort of strength plateau. So you got kind of two opposite ends of the spectrum, where one guy, might be trying to just grind out, the same way, same exercise for weeks on end, but they have stalled on their strength. On the other opposite end of the spectrum, you've got guys that just try to switch it up way too often, even like on a weekly basis sometimes, and it doesn't give their body an opportunity to change or improve. Like, there's nothing for the body to adapt to, or when the stimulus is just always different, your body has nothing to nothing to challenge it, no way to improve. And so there is a solution that I'm going to give you, and it's this, and it's really, really simple. When you hit a strength plateau, let's say it's incline, or let's just say it's flat bench press. You've gotten up to 200, 205, 215, 225, whatever it might be on the flat bench. And let's just say for the last few weeks, you can only do 225 for, 5 reps, but you're trying to get 6 reps, but every single week you're just grinding out that 4th and 5th rep, and you're not able to progress to that 6th rep. What you want to do is, once you've hit that plateau and your strength is stalled for, I would say 2 weeks in a row, or 2 workouts in a row, depending on your split, what you want to do is switch to another variation of that same movement pattern. So if it's flat bench, for example, what you want to do is switch to, maybe incline bench press, or maybe flat dumbbell bench press, or, incline dumbbell press, something like that. It's the same movement. It's still going to hit your chest. But what it's going to do is it's going to give your, chest, your shoulders, your triceps, it's going to give your body a new stimulus. It's the same movement, but it's a different variation, and it's enough of a difference to help your body to be stimulated to continue growing, to continue progressing. So when you switch to that new exercise, you're going to be able to start improving again on that new exercise. And then once you stall on that exercise that you switch to, for a couple weeks in a row, switch back to the other, maybe switch back to flat bench press, and then you'll be able to start making progress again on the flat bench. And so this is called exercise rotation. I learned this from, Greg O'Gallagher from Kino Body, which I know he got it from like West Side Barbell or something like that. but it's called exercise rotation. So instead of, deloading every, 4th week or every 6th week or every 8th week or whatever, some guys do that to give their body a break. First of all, if you're only working out 3 times a week, 3 intense, heavy lifting sessions a week, the recovery that you need is already built into your week. You got 4 days of rest in your week. That is plenty of recovery and rest for your body to adapt and to grow and to fully recover for every single workout. So that's kind of a side note. I don't deload. I don't really see a need to deload, because if you switch up the exercise, every time I switch up the exercise, I start making progress on the new exercise, and then when I come back to the exercise I stalled on, I'm basically able to pick up where I left off and then continue building again. The recovery is already built into a 3-day per week workout routine, especially when you're already, you're lifting heavy for 3 days a week. You've got 4 days of recovery. It's plenty of time. So anyways, that's kind of a side note. So basically, to recap, when you hit a strength plateau, what you want to do, and I want to say when it's 2 weeks in a row, 225 for 5 reps, 2 weeks in a row, when your goal is to get 6 reps, you're not able to get it, switch to incline barbell bench press and start progressing on that until you hit a plateau. Okay, you basically want to ride the strength wave for as long as possible. You don't need to switch up every week. You don't need to switch up every 4 weeks. You don't need to switch it up every 6 or 8 weeks. If you plateau at 6 weeks or 4 weeks or 8 weeks, then obviously switch it up. When you hit the plateau for 2 weeks in a row, switch to another variation of the same movement pattern and then start progressing on that new movement. And when you plateau on that, go back to the original movement and start making progress again. Your body is going to be able to continue to grow. It's going to be enough of a change for your body to be stimulated to continue building muscle, because muscle is a byproduct of strength. The whole reason, hitting a plateau is a problem in the first place is because, muscle is a byproduct of strength. You want to continue getting stronger. This is especially for people that are not close to their genetic, muscular potential. I'm one of those people, for example. I probably still have, 10, 15 pounds to go. And that's why right now I'm focusing on a lean bulk, kind of eating around maintenance, eating a small surplus on my lifting days. I'm lean bulking because I still have a lot of muscle to build, and so that's why I'm focusing heavily on just, kind of increasing my strength on my key exercises as much as possible. Every time I hit a plateau, I switch to a new variation, and the strength continues to go up. My body continues to change. I start to add muscle more to my chest, my shoulders, my arms when I'm progressing on my key lifts, like weighted pull-ups, incline press, overhead press, Bulgarian split squats, Romanian deadlifts. Those are kind of my main 5 that I'm focusing on building my strength up in, so that my body will put on muscle in the right places. So that's the video. Just to kind of recap, I think I already recapped. When you stall, switch to another variation of the same movement. Ride the strength wave for as long as possible. Once you plateau again, switch back to that movement. And what you're going to find is that you're going to continue to make progress. So that is the tip for today's video. I hope you find it helpful. Give it a try. Let me know in the comments if you try this out. Let me know how it works out. This is what I'm doing, and it works beautifully. Again, I kind of learned this from Greg O'Gallagher, the whole idea of exercise rotation. There's no need to deload. When you hit a plateau, just switch it up. So if you actually want help with a workout routine that's going to help you to build strength and therefore muscle, I have a free guide for you. It's actually a nutrition plan as well as a workout routine. It's my 30-day fitness jumpstart guide. And basically what I did is I put together this just a really powerful nutrition plan, super simple, easy to follow. It's enjoyable, it's sustainable. You can actually follow it for more than 30 days, for more than 4 weeks, and see some really good results. But I put this together to help guys just like you, just like me, to be able to lose their first, 4 to 6, maybe even a little bit more, but 4 to 6 pounds of pure fat while you start to build strength in the gym and put on muscle. You can get that free guide by going to adamfarrellfitness.com/jumpstart, adamfarrellfitness.com/jumpstart. and put your email in, and I will send you that 30-day fitness jumpstart to help you lose fat and build muscle in the next 30 days. Again, you can follow up for longer than that, and you can actually immediately apply what you learned in this video to that routine and see some really good results for, you know, several weeks, for a few months, because it's a low volume, minimalist strength routine designed to help you get stronger in the gym on the key exercises that I actually mentioned earlier in this video to help you progress and put on muscle while you lose fat at the same time. And I even actually give a lean bulk nutrition strategy in that guide as well. So go to adamfarrellfitness.com /jumpstart, download that for free. Would love to hear, you know, in the comments if you try out this tip and how it works out for you. But that's going to do it for today's video. I'll see you in the next one.